have you prepared yourself? Are you ready? You got pulled over by the cops. Did you make a copy of your driver's license and your insurance and your registration, and did you put it on one single card? Actually, this isn't the best example, because I'm going to put it where they're all three facing forward, so that I can simply put it on the glass. You don't want to have any interaction with that cop. You don't want him to say he smells your breath. What happened to Yunez? He wasn't ready. He wasn't prepared. He didn't have his insurance card and his license, and he didn't have all of the information ready to go. It wasn't there. And so then when he got on the phone to try to get his insurance from his wife, how's everybody doing today? Hit your number 1 button if you would, and let me know where you're from. He didn't have himself prepared. And by the way, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to make it so that my driver's license, my insurance, and my registration is all immediately on the front, so that if you go through a DUI checkpoint, you don't even roll your window down, because it's an unlawful stop. They don't have any lawful way to say that you didn't participate. You take your information, you stick it on the glass. Now, if you are pulled over, which by the way, I'm going to give out the code today for the free download. I'm going to give out the code. I want you guys to have my Trifold. I want you guys to get my Trifold. You have to have this ready to go in your visor. You get this on DeleteLawZ.com. If you can afford it, get the download for $15 or buy the indestructible paper for $25. I'm going to give you guys the code for the free download at the end of this live, because I want you to get it that badly. Listen, I have made 0 sales this week. I'm telling you, I need to focus a little bit. If you guys can purchase my things, then do it, but I'm going to give you guys the free code at the end of this live for the free download, so you can download it and print it out yourself. Because what I saw happen to Yunez when he spoke to the police and showed them the video made me so sick to my stomach that I started thinking to myself, I have to make money, but at the same time, man, I got the knowledge to share with you guys, so let's just share it. Let's just give it away. And that's what I'm going to do today. So at the end of this live, you guys, I just cut out on internet here. At the end of this live, I'm going to give you guys the code for the free download for the Trifold, so that you can get it if you don't have the $15. That's what I'm going to do today. I've already set up the code. It's already ready to go. Because it's going to be a little spotty right here as I drive through. I'm kind of in a sparse place right here in Texas. And by the way, Forney Police Department, I called them today to talk to them. The guy's name, the officer of the year for Forney Police Department was named Mark Inman, I-N-M-O-N. And I called Mark Inman because he is certified as a handcuff instructor. So I called Mark Inman today, and I recorded the phone call, because here in the state of Texas, it's single party consent. So Mark, you can look forward to that audio coming out tomorrow, brother, coward. And so I said to him, hey, let's talk about how good you are at putting handcuffs on. And Mark, he stuttered and stammered, and after about 6 or 7 minutes, then all of a sudden the deputy chief jumped on the phone with me and said, Mark has been instructed not to answer any questions. And so Mark's not answering any questions now. Why can't we talk about the torture cuffs? Why can't we talk about that? Why can't we talk about it? And by the way, just so you guys know, this live is going to be fairly short, because I'm going to go off and I'm going to come back on. I'm going to give a live demonstration today. I'm going to give a live demonstration in about 30 minutes. I'm going to give a live demonstration. That's what's going to happen today in 30 minutes. So if you get pulled over, are you prepared? Is your stuff on a laminated card? Is it? If it's not, you're not doing the right thing. You need to get your license, make a photocopy of your driver's license. And I talk about this all the time. Be prepared. You're going to be disoriented when the cops pull you over. Your hands are going to shake. Your heart's going to race. Your mind's going to think, is he going to abuse me? It's going to happen to you. It happens to me. And I know constitutional law, and I'm tough as nails. My hands get shaken, and I get nervous, and right? Because you're facing a man who has a gun and cuffs and can hurt you. He can hurt you because he says he's suspicious of you. So you need to have everything like this, right? And then you guys need to have my Trifold. I'm going to give you the code for the free downloadable version today, right? But if you can afford to buy the indestructible paper Trifold, please purchase my Trifold. I haven't made any income this week, so I actually need to make some sales. I'm just being honest. You know, I'm sitting next to Yunez. He knows. I've showed him. We haven't made any sales this week. We've made very, very small amount of sales. And then for the people who were waiting on your Trifold, the factory and I had a little miscommunication. He thought he was going to ship twice a month. No, it's twice a week. Once on Monday, once on Fridays. So over at Image Square Printing in Santa Monica, California, that's who prints out my indestructible Trifold. And so my contact there said to me, he emailed me today, hey, you know, we're shipping twice a month. And I said, no, dude, you got like 10 people mad at me right now because we should be shipping on Mondays and be shipping on Fridays. So if you guys can afford to get my Trifold, please go and buy it. It's on DeleteLawZ.com. Every single thing a cop can say to you, you can't park on the highway. He says, I smell marijuana. Don't talk. You talking isn't going to help you. You saw what happened to Yunez. You saw what happened to him. You saw that, right? And then I guess the Forney Police Department's getting blowed up because when you call, with calls is what I mean, blowed up with calls. Because when you call the Forney Police Department, apparently there's an answering machine that says if you're calling about the recent video, oh, Forney Police Department, are you talking about Officer David Holman who put Yunez in handcuffs because he laughed at him about day drinking with his Muslim parents? Yunez doesn't drink alcohol at all whatsoever. He doesn't drink alcohol. So when he said, oh, I smell alcohol, he laughed. He laughed. He thought it was funny. That's ridiculous. And he said it 3 times. And then Yunez goes through this process where he's trying to figure out, maybe I have sweaty gym clothes in there or something. So you guys need to have the indestructible Trifold or a printed out version of it. So when he says, you have to answer my questions, you point at it. I've invoked my 5th Amendment right. I need you guys to share this video. I need more people to be willing to purchase my product. Or if you guys want the secret code, it's really, really secret. You ready? Here's the secret code. If you go to my website, DeleteLawZ, and you put in free Trifold into the code, it gives you the downloadable version that I sell for $15 absolutely for free. That's the free code. Free Trifold. So if you can, listen, if you can, you know, I'm a human being. I'm not rich. I'm not even close. I make a 10th of the money I make doing this as a TV producer. I make far more money working in TV and film, just so you know. Far more money. It's not even close. So this is not a lucrative job. This is not lucrative at all whatsoever. But now you know why lawyers are mercenaries. Because I've spent 20 years reading the Federalist Papers, reading constitutional law, learning case law, and then after they do all that for 20 years, then lawyers want to make money off of you. But the thing is, if you don't talk to the cops and you use the Trifold, you are much less likely to go to court. Because if every question you answer for the cop, he's trying to... Remember, what do the cops always say? You're interrupting my investigation. What's he investigating? He's investigating you to put you in jail. That's what he's doing. His investigation is about how to put you in a dungeon. So you should never answer questions. So at the top right here, it says what the cop will say. He'll say, is that a threat? Because I tell the cops all the time, dude, don't put your hands on me. And he say, are you threatening me? And then I just show him, is that a threat? It's Chaplinsky versus United States, 1942. Are those fighting words? No, those are not fighting words. Absolutely not. So the indestructible Trifold, you can order off my website, DeleteLawZ. If you want it for free and you want the free download, the code you put in on my website is free Trifold. All one word, FREETRIFOLD. That's the code for the free download. And listen, for those of you who support what I'm doing, do me a favor. Please purchase my product or my poster or my ebook. I literally, because I'm not posting videos every day, my YouTube revenue plummeted and people are not, I only have a little bitty audience, my 300,000 followers on TikTok were all deleted. My TikToks were all deleted. So this is the only form of revenue that I make is from you guys who buy my products. That's the only way that I make any money at all. YouTube sends me about $600 a month so far, and they've done it for 1 month. I made $600 on YouTube last month. It cost me $600 to drive to Texas. So I'm just giving you guys the facts. But more than that, listen, it's not about just me. It's not about just you. It's about us. And this is why Mark Wasserman from Paw Brothers of Law gets so frustrated when people talk to the cops. Because if the cop says, hey, watch your mouth, and you say, I don't gotta watch my mouth, you dirty pig, right? You can say that, but show him when he says, watch your mouth, right here. I don't have to shut my mouth. My rights are unequivocal. It says right there, here's what I would say. I'm not telling you that's what you should say. This is what I would say. Okay? Right there. This is what I would say. I'm not saying this is what you should say. I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm literally telling you the words that I would say is the First Amendment allows free speech in all forms. I choose the words I use and my speech is not limited. That's what I would say. I'm not telling you that's what you should say. I'm just telling you. And then it has the case law up here, which is the 1971 case of Cohen versus California. This is the original misprint version that has 1987 on it, but it's actually 1971 is Cohen versus California. What time is it now? 2 o'clock. So I got a video coming out it's a very short video in 1 hour. Very short video that just shows the aftermath of what Yunez is going for. But this was really, the reason I jumped on here, number one, was to ask you, have you done this? Did you do this? Did you do this? Because Yunez was not ready. He wasn't ready. He said, oh, I got to get the insurance from my wife. And then when he was calling his wife, hey, can you send me the insurance? The cop took the phone out of his hand. I was like, what am I watching? That dirty pig took the phone out of his hand. What makes you think you have dominion over me, you filthy animal? You don't have dominion over me. I'm a free American. I'm a free citizen. And by the way, for everybody who's wondering, once your feet are on United States soil, besides your right to vote, you have every single right that I have. We all have the same rights in America. We all have civil liberties given to us by God, recognized by the government. God gives you your rights, not the federal government, not your state government. You're born with inalienable rights. That's why I made this trifold, so that you would not talk to cops. If you see someone's car being searched or them being searched, tell them that they can revoke consent, and then explain to them what the case law is that allows them to revoke consent. You have to know this information. That's why I'm giving you guys the free downloadable version. And Yunez, am I lying? What have I told you? Have I told you made zero money this week? Yes. I'm telling you the absolute truth. I mean, I've made $300 this week. That's what I've made. I'm not going to make it. I literally have to get more income. And I want to be self-sufficient. I have investors who will, if I call them and I'm absolutely zero, they'll send me some money. I don't want to do that. I want you to get the information. That's why I priced this so low. People told me to price it. The recommended price for the indestructible trifold is $29.95. I sell it for $25. Cost me almost $10. So I got to get some income coming in. But it's like I said, it's not about me, man. It's really not about me. It's about all of us. And we got to start to go to city council meetings left and right and explain we want handcuffs banned. Every single person has to say they want handcuffs banned. On every one of my videos, someone just asked me about donations. On every one of my videos, at the bottom of the video in the description is my CashApp, Venmo, and PayPal. On every single video I make, I put at the bottom of it, if you want to donate, here's my CashApp, my Venmo, my PayPal. I appreciate that. Thank you for reminding me of that. But I want you guys to have this. What do you hear all the time? Matter of fact, my friends from Ohio sent me a video yesterday where the cop says, let me talk. He literally says, let me talk. The cop says that to him. And then says, get out of the car so you and I can talk like men. Listen, brother. If you want to talk like a man, drop the badge and gun and let's go out back and talk like men. Sign a waiver. Do it in a legal arena. Don't walk up and tell me, let's you and I talk like men as you have a badge and you have a gun and you're working under the color of law, you coward. You wussy. You giant wussy. And these cops are beta males. Just remember that. From now on, remember, every single cop is a beta male. Refer to them all as beta males. They hate it because they know it's true. They were the idiot in school. And when they say, let me talk, you should have it right there, ready to go. Houston versus Hill, 1987. And then this is what I would say. I'm not telling you that's what you should say. I'm telling you this is what I would say right there. Officer Mr. Hill interrupted police as they were doing their job. I have every right to speak over you if need be. That's what it says right there. So you could say that if you wanted to. That's what I would say. I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm telling you these are the words that I would say. I'm not recommending that you speak at all. I'm recommending you go, he says, let me talk. You simply hand him that and you say, no. And you show him that right there. You show it to him. And you can get the free download on my website if you put in the code free Trifold, all one word, FREETRIFOLD. So let me ask you a question, right? I'm a narcissist. I do everything for video, for YouTube, and for ratings. Remember, I've known constitutional law for 20 years. The cops on the phone today said, oh, we're not doing anything for your YouTube channel. Why have I had a YouTube channel for 4 months, 5 months? How come? If it's all for ratings, if it's all for YouTube, then how come I've never come out of the dark before today? Why is that? And if it's all just for me making profit, why did I just give you guys a free code? Why am I giving my product away for free? So, Forney cops, you're watching this, and then the cop said, I didn't see your video. Then how come when you call the Forney Police Department, it says, if you're calling about the recent video, oh, but the cops didn't watch it? You didn't watch that, Mark Inman? Mark Inman, Officer of the Year last year, couldn't run a mile if his life depended on it. Couldn't run a mile. I'll race you in a mile, Mark, and if you beat me, I'll give you $1,000 of money I don't have. I'll bet you $1,000 you can't run a mile in less than 8 minutes. At the best, at the absolute best. So, last time, and then I have a demonstration coming up later. I'll be live in about an hour, maybe less. Do you have your stuff prepared? Did you make a copy of your driver's license? Make a copy of it. Don't laminate your actual driver's license. Make a copy of your driver in color, clear as a whistle. And make a copy of your insurance and make a copy of your registration and get it put on one laminated card. Not like mine, make it better. It all goes on the front. Okay? Then put it right there on the glass for DUI checkpoints and do not roll down the window and do not look at that cop. Don't even look at him. Look straight ahead. There's my information. Don't say a word. Don't speak. If you're pulled over for a traffic infraction, you reach up into your visor, you pull it down, whether you have my indestructible trifold or you printed it out at home, which you can get 100% for free under free Trifold. That's the code to get the free Trifold. You can download it for free. And then you have this ready to go. Watch your mouth. Let me talk. Revoke consent. Is that a threat? I smell marijuana. That's a big one, isn't it? Because cops can make, remember that cop who persecuted Yunez said, I smell alcohol. There was no alcohol smell. He doesn't drink. There was no alcohol in the car. He doesn't have alcohol in his breath because he doesn't drink alcohol. Not from last night or the night before. He doesn't drink alcohol. Do you get it? So if they say, I smell marijuana, you show them the case law. You show them the case law. And then at the bottom, what I would say, that I'm not recommending that you say, but what I would say, because I know a lot of law and I have a lot of people who back me, I would say, I have informed you of the current holding and the current law. My rights are unequivocal. What if they say they're going to search your car? What if they say, hey, I want to search your car right now? What if they're going to say that? If they say they're going to search your car, you show them this one right here. You're going to search my car right there. That's from Carroll versus the United States in 1925. And then you show them this. You don't have to speak. This is, Mark Wasserman, God bless you, sir. I appreciate knowing you. I appreciate all the information you gave me. This is why Mark Wasserman gets so frustrated. This is why he gets so frustrated. Accountability for All's in the room, you guys. Have you been to Accountability for All? This guy stands up to cops. He stands, and by the way, they pulled him over retaliatory yesterday. He posted the video yesterday. I watched it. I was so pissed off by the time I got off watching his video. I was so pissed off. They pulled him over for no reason. It just made me, just me thinking about it makes me mad. So if you guys want my Trifold for free, you can get it by putting free Trifold into my website and you get it for free. You download it, you print it out. Listen, I cannot ship off the indestructible paper free Trifolds to people. They cost me $10 a piece to print. Printing and shipping's $10. So that means I would have to spend $10 on every person I send a free Trifold to. Listen, I got your email. I got your contact. I can't send a bunch of free I did send out a bunch of free t-shirts and sweatshirts last time I shipped them because I wanted to get rid of them. But I want you guys to have this in your car. That's why I'm giving you guys the free download. Free Trifold. That's the downloadable version. I've made $0 this week. If you can afford to buy it or you can afford to contribute, thank you so much. But this isn't about me making money. And if I have to, no, I'm never going to quit. I'm never going to do anything else. This is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I'm not stopping. I'm not quitting. And I'm going to take the California State Bar sometime this year. I'm never stopping. I'm never stopping. I'll never quit. Never. We don't stop. We don't ever stop. We never stop. We never stop. We don't ever stop. Have you looked up when your city council meeting is, so you can take these cuffs in and say these got to go? We can use, and you don't need to be strapped up with your arms behind your back. We've seen the people who are cops. The people who are cops are the lowest form of human being in America. The lowest form of human being in America. They just don't have a criminal record and they're willing to follow any order given to them. Officer of the Year, look up who Mark Inman is. INMON. Look him up. He was the guy I yelled in his face the other day at the city council meeting, and I said, you're a dirty pig. You're a tyrant. You're a terrorizer. You're a terrorist. He was in the back of the room. I said, you're a terrorist. That guy's Officer of the Year. Take a look at that guy. Take a look at that guy. Does that guy look like a leader to you? Would he be the captain of your team? Would that guy be the captain of your team? So have you looked up when your city council meeting is to take cuffs in and say, these got to go? No reason. With the new digital era, you can simply put a camera on me and I'll agree to go with you if you have to take me to a dungeon. But that's not what's going on. So last time, and then I go in and I'm going to do a demonstration, so I got to get out of here. I'll be back on here in about, what, 30 minutes by the time we buy this and get over to the place? 45 minutes. In about 45 minutes, I'll be back on live. And I'm going to do a demonstration today. I'm going to do a demonstration today that I want people to understand that I love America and I love this country. So just so you know, the Santa Maria, there was 3 ships that came over from England, and the Santa Maria was one of them. My great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother was on the Santa Maria, and then she married my grandfather here, and my grandfather fought in the Revolutionary War. And then in the Civil War, my grandfather fought in that. And then in the War of 1812, my grandfather fought in that. And then in World War II, my grandfather fought in that. And then in World War I, my grandfather fought in that. And then in the Vietnam War, 2 of my uncles fought in the Vietnam War. One of my uncles earned 2 Purple Hearts. I was going to join the Navy SEALs in 1993. Back then they used to have physical requirements that they put out on their they publicized it. I took all those physical requirements and I slammed it. And my sister talked me out of joining the SEALs because Iraq is an oil war. It's not the Revolutionary War. It's not World War II. You're not fighting Hitler. You're fighting for Halliburton and oil. That's what you're doing. And so that's why I didn't join the SEALs. But I was this close. I was this close because I want to serve my country. So I want you guys to have this right here. Get your shit ready to go. There's the first curse word. Dang it, I got to get better. I want your license, your insurance, and registration on the front of one card so you can pop it in right there. And then I want you guys to have the Trifold. Please buy the Trifold. If you can buy it, please buy it. Pretty please. I want you to have it. I have an ebook you can buy. I have a poster you can buy. If you can't afford it, the code to get the free downloadable is free Trifold. All one word. FREETRIFOLD. That's how you can get the download for free. 100% for free. If you can't afford it, then just get it for free, and I'm happy to give it to you. And for those of you guys who can support, I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. All of us, accountability for all is one of them. We all are constantly battling this capital system where we have to make money all the time to keep ourselves afloat. Listen, I could go back to Hollywood, work as a TV producer, work as a line producer, work as a production assistant. I can do all kinds of things. I mean, most of the stuff I do, I'm an executive producer. I'm what you call an auteur, A-U-T-E-U-R, an auteur. That's what I am. And I've made several films where what I do is I write the film, I raise the money for the film, I get the permit locations, I hire the first AD and I hire the director, and then I'm a producer. That's what I do. But I've changed that since June of 2021 after the writing was on the wall that cops are absolutely scum and they're the worst people on earth. They take people to dungeons for their job. And then they say, oh, I have a right to go home safe to my family after you dropped a guy off at a rape cage, brother. That's the problem I have with you, Mark Inman. Mark Inman can't answer any questions. I'm going to release the audio of that phone call tomorrow. You guys will hear Mark Inman. You'll hear what a coward he is. I stand by my words, Mark. You're a coward, brother. And the deputy sergeant who got on the phone, the deputy captain, whatever. All you guys are deputies and officers and lieutenants and sergeants. That's because August Vollmer militarized police in 1929. That's why. So, that's it. You guys got it. Get your stuff in order. Get everything in order. Get everything in order, okay? Get your Trifold, whether you got it for free or you bought it from me. Get your Trifold in your car. Don't talk to cops. Don't talk to cops. They want to put you in a dungeon. If Yunez had not talked, none of that would have happened to him. He showed him the video. He invited him into his truck. I smell alcohol in your truck. He just made it up. And then later the cop says, well, I didn't smell what I thought I smelled. What are you talking about? I know what I smell. I didn't smell what I think I smelled. You're garbage, dude. You're garbage. And I don't mean a garbage man, because those guys work hard for their money and they earn it. I'll never say that about garbage men again. I'm really sorry. I said that about 2 months ago. I've never said it again. So there it is, guys. Get it? And I'll see you guys in about 30 minutes. I'm going live again in about 30 minutes. I have a live demonstration for you guys today. I'll set the stream. Get ready. Get ready. You're going to see something today that's going to make boosh. Wait till you guys see this live demonstration today. It's going to be super good. But are you prepared? Okay, that's it. Thanks for the support. Accountability for all. T-Roy, Sativa. Thank you guys so much for coming by my channel. Shock Professor, thank you. Dr. Vegetable, nice to meet you on Facebook, brother. Good to see you. Anybody else, add me on Facebook, and I will see you guys then. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time today, and I'll see you guys in 30 minutes, all right? We'll see you soon. Later, Gator.